So we're here today in Big Indian in order to consecrate the sacred support we call Mariamma, the Tare Loma, which is here behind me. And this is a meditation center in upstate New York, Big Indian. And we're having several communities come together today to perform this consecration in a great spirit of harmony and brotherly and sisterly love. So it's wonderful to see all the people here. Their devotion and their enthusiasm and goodwill towards each other is really, really wonderful to see it. And it's I think should be a great day. The consecration ceremony will be led by the Vajramaster Acharya Rangbar, who's a teacher of mine since more than 20 years. Meditation is about also looking at your own internal landscape. But it is also about coming together and meditating together. And for that there needs to be some kind of common basis. Because it may not be satisfying enough to think you've solved the world's problem by going inward. Because when you go outward, it seems other, that the problem is not solved, or that there is still no harmony, or that maybe you have harmony but others don't. So the Sangha or the community is a very important part of our maturity in meditation. We have to come together and we have to be with each other with all our roughnesses and meditate together. And for that there needs to sometimes be a kind of focal point or a rallying point, a kind of language that we are all going to decide, well, we're all going to speak English or we're all going to speak Goddess. And so in this case it's Goddess. We're all going to speak Goddess. And even then, well, everybody looks at 100 people look at the goddess, and then there's 100 different goddesses, right? So we're lucky we have one representation of a Tare. Outwardly she's Mariamma, inwardly Tare Loma, which is the 20th Tare, related with pacification of diseases and bringing of good fortune. And more specifically, the understanding that diseases are both something internal, they arise from a cause within ourselves. So actually she's helping us to remove the causes of diseases in ourselves, in our own mind, the 5 poisons of mind that create the diseases. And those are also create diseases in the community, people's disharmony. So she's a tuning fork for us all. And the consecration that is happening is very much a type of attunement. It's like someone really gathering all the different forces up, sucking them up, acknowledging them all, acknowledging all the different beings, the local beings, the wrathful beings that obstruct, dealing with a lot of unseen factors, calling them out into the open, deciding how to deal with it, and then aligning everybody with like a tuning fork into the real wisdom aspect of the deity, giving them an introduction and a chance. So a consecration is actually necessary at the time of consecration to generate that deity's energy in a tangible way for people. And so the ritual forms a kind of flow and pattern of meditation that people can feel energetically. So it's kind of like getting her address. You know, where does she live? What is she like? And then knowing, oh yeah, she's here, and this is how you would, how you would send her an email. This is how you would communicate. This is the process by which you would open that wisdom energy. And everybody feels that. It's not something you can really just say in words. You have to feel it. And once you feel that, and once you see that that's been established, you always have a reference point, not only for the group meditation, but your own meditation in relationship to the goddess. Moreover, she's a support. She's arises externally. We walk up to her. We see a big goddess smiling and beautiful and so well proportioned and so kind and loving, but nobody's fool. She's got little fangs going on. She's not a pushover. She's not gonna just let us be unruly. So we can come up to her and we can address those qualities of our mind and by looking externally, and slowly those will become internal qualities when we understand her qualities, her compassion, her wisdom. In fact, we're kind of painting a picture, even though the statue's already there, we're kind of painting a picture of her like, oh, see how pretty she is, she's so perfect, and she has her leg out and her other hands are holding these implements, and wow. So it's almost something outside going on, but what's really happening is inside. The transformation is happening inside, and as we go through this process of unveiling her, the tools or the methods to recognize her nature, we are actually just recognizing our own internal nature, our own enlightened nature. That's the purpose. So a rabne or consecration ceremony, where everybody gathers and attends for this purpose, is in fact everybody becoming of one heart mind. We say, Kilkor Chikdudrubarso means, may we all become enlightened together in one mandala. And this gives great confidence to people. It's a way of giving people confidence in their own enlightenment. That reduces all the disharmony also, all the bickering and all the small little differences which we're inevitably going to have, can be overshadowed by the harmony, the great harmony and vividness of the bliss and the good intentions. Yeah, that's what we did today. And that process doesn't just end at the consecration. It sets a whole molecular or quantum change in the place, a mark, a kind of marker in your book that you can always open up to that page and come and feel that energy and then embark on your own journey again from there. And that's how the place will grow. That's how it will become a place people just want to be. Even there may be bickering a little bit here and there still, and there's work to do and all these kind of things. It's unique. You won't find it on a street corner in New York, really, or in the supermarket. You won't find it. You won't find it probably sometimes in your own house. You might have to come to a place where people are dropping their personal preferences to find that commonality. So it's something that goes on and on. It's something recorded here now that I think will really open up the harmony and energetics for a big Indian and anyone who comes to drink from this spring. Yeah.